Many dying individuals actually choose on some sort of level when they want to die, when they're ready to go. And you'll notice that people tend to hang on until they've completed the task that they wanted to complete or needed to complete, or have talked to the people they want to talk to. They'll wait until after these tasks are taken care of before they actually pass away. And so sometimes we have people that kind of seem to hang on for a while. They're in that transition state, that actively dying state, where they're unconscious. They may have a death rattle, and it's kind of going on for hours and hours and days, and everybody's waiting and watching. And it feels like they're kind of hanging on a little bit. And that can happen for a few reasons. Sometimes the person that is dying is waiting for a very specific person to come and see them. They want to hear them one last time. They want to feel their presence. They want to be able to allow that person to say their goodbyes. And then after that person arrives, shortly after that person arrives and that happens, this person will pass away. Sometimes the problem is that there's someone in the room that the dying person doesn't want there, right? Sometimes people don't want certain people around when they die. They don't want to have them witness their death. And this can happen for many different reasons. It could be the personality of the dying person. They would prefer to die alone and in private. It could be some sort of relationship issue where they don't want that person around. But usually as soon as that person leaves, then the person will pass away. And you hear a lot of stories about this where people feel a great sense of guilt, like if they were not present when their parent died, they feel a lot of guilt because they weren't there. But it may actually be that the parent didn't want their child around when they passed away, and so they were waiting for them to leave. You hear those stories, well, I just stepped out to take a phone call and I came back and they were gone, that sort of thing. So if that happens, know that that's okay, and that's what your loved one wanted. They didn't want you to be present for whatever reason when they passed away. And that parent-child relationship can happen because your parent may feel that they will give you some sort of suffering if you see them die. And again, this is all dependent on the personality of the person. People tend to die in the way that they lived. So people that have a lot of value in family and friends and like lots of people around tend to die with lots of people around. They wait for people to get there. People who are more private and independent and like to do things on their own tend to wait for people to go away before they die. They want to die alone, that sort of thing. So what else did I want to say on this? I think there is a little bit of an element of the person who's dying or transitioning choosing when they go, depending on the environment and what has happened, if they've completed the task they wanted to complete, and who is there or who is not there. Sometimes people kind of hang on for a while because they're waiting for forgiveness or permission. So if someone is hanging on for a while, you could try that. You could tell them that it's okay for them to go. So especially people that are caregivers, big caregivers in their family, or sort of like a matriarch or a patriarch of the family, sometimes they hang on because they are worried that things are going to fall apart after they're gone. People will not be taken care of. The family may, split up and go separate ways because they were kind of the person that initiated everything and held everything together. So they may need to pay before that they can go. So if you have someone that's hanging on, you can, tell them, say, it's okay for you to go. We're ready. We'll be okay. You've helped us. You've taught us a lot, and we'll be fine. It's okay for you to go. So those are some thoughts on people choosing their own passing at end of life. So I hope that helps, and don't forget to subscribe so you can see more videos coming up later on. Thanks for watching.